Seems like only yesterday we had the winter seller update, and yesterday eBay introduced the spring seller update. So I'm going to go over that with you here on the other side. So without any further ado, let's go. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is John from Flippin Ain't Easy. And today I'm going to talk to you about the eBay spring seller update. Now, there's not a whole lot going on with this newer update. I almost look at it as the winter seller update version 2.0. I really don't know, again, why they came out with the winter seller update so late in the winter season, and here we are in the spring, and we have the spring seller update. Now, there's really three topics that are covered in the spring seller update. One is the immediate payment for best offer. The next one has to do with the beta on the eBay app, the beta version of the new messaging system. And not everyone has access to that yet, but we'll talk about that in here in a second. And then the last thing is the one that's kind of a bit of more of a mystery to me, and that is the change in how eBay is going to report page views in your traffic. So there's really only three things that are addressed in this update. Now, eBay has been saying since last year that they were going to roll out immediate payment for best offer. Now, not everyone's seen that. I'm still waiting for payment on two items that I've had a best offer on. eBay saying a lot of these changes are going to start rolling out the end of April. But in the verbiage, it does say that some of the enhancements are going to be later in the year. For instance, if we're dealing with the best offer function, based on what I'm reading, it should be, best offer should be rolling out for most sellers here at the end of the month. And then later in the year, they're going to introduce immediate payment when you do. Now, their verbiage is offers to buyers, but we know it as offers to watchers, and on counter offers. And the interesting thing about the verbiage in the spring seller update is that later this year, we will start asking buyers to pay when they accept an offer from a buyer or counter offer. I mean, I don't know how much different that is than the current system in place right now. Of course, eBay is asking them already to pay for the item. So I don't know if that's just verbiage by accident here, or if it's purposeful and it's going to be an ask and not a requirement, which is what we've been asking for this entire time. So I guess we're gonna have to stay tuned on that one. But they're going to be expanding the requirement or the asking of payment sometime later in the year. Now, for those of you who utilize the eBay app, when you go look at your inbox, above where the inbox is, it should show you the option to change to the new messaging system. Now, it's like a beta thing, and it's something that's going to be rolled out. They're talking by the end of the month. Not all sellers have access to this. I don't. I tried to check it out. Otherwise, I'd give you some screenshots to check it out. But from what I remember in the winter seller update, it's supposed to be a lot like the Instagram messaging system, where you get a message, maybe you get a push notification, which is sort of like on the eBay app. It'll show you have, like when you get a sale, it'll show you have something going on. And then you click on your messages, and it's almost like a text message that you're communicating back and forth like that. Mercari has something like that. Instagram, that sort of thing. Instead of it coming across like emails, the way it is currently for most users. And that's on the app. I'm sure that over time, maybe the summer or the fall update when eBay puts it into play on the website. But for now, keep an eye on your inbox on the app and see if you have that ability. Give it a try. If you've tried it out already, comment down below. Let me know what you think. I'd like to know your thoughts on that. So that's just one of the changes that are coming. Nothing earth-shattering. Either way, whether the buyer sends you a message that on their end looks like it's a text, it's still going to come over on the PC. And to those of you who haven't opted in for that messaging, it's still going to come across as an email. So keep an eye on that if you use the app. Now, this is a change that really is sort of mysterious to me, this next one, and that is your page views are going to change. Now, if you go into your traffic tab under the Seller Hub, and I'm a big advocate of checking your traffic because, with sales, you can have some great traffic days. Like I had a great traffic day a couple days ago, had one sale. And I couldn't really explain it in my mind. I just don't know why that was. But at least it's an indicator that if you're driving traffic to your listings, that's all you really can do. When you look at your reports here at the end of the month, and they don't give an exact date, they're going to start reporting, eBay's going to start reporting to you your views in 30-day increments over the last 30 days, as opposed to currently, it's the lifetime of the listing. And I guess the idea behind that is to give you an idea of trends. Maybe this month you're getting a lot of views on that clothing item. Maybe in the summer, not so much. So you can get an idea if maybe the reason why you're not selling that item is because of demand. Maybe you're not getting a lot of traffic as compared to other listings and that type of thing. And it's really hard currently to compare this listing that I maybe put out a couple months ago to one that's been running over the last 6 months, because you're dealing with lifetime views currently. And I think that's kind of a good change. Now, what's weird about this is, to me, is that they start talking, eBay in the update starts talking about how about 40% of internet traffic is from bots. And for many of you guys who don't know what that means, a bot is simply sort of like a computer program, something that's programmed to automatically do a certain task, and in this case, pull up your listing for whatever reason. eBay's saying that they're going to go in and remove the views that show up in your reporting from external sources or bots that are not human, and they're going to remove that from all the reports. So that's going to make a lot of us think that, wow, I'm not getting any page views, any views on my listings anymore. And they're basically saying that's going to be across the board, and it's not going to be something that you should be alarmed about. It's going to give you more accurate reflection of actual humans looking at your listings. Now, that's still not going to weed out the people who are looking at your listings, maybe researching, checking out comps, doing store reviews like I do once in a while. And so you're really still not going to get a true representation of people who are seriously looking at your listing because they need to buy something. But it's just weird to me that, 40% of our traffic that is looking at our listings are bots. What's that about? I guess it's no surprise there's third-party programs out there, but to that extent. And of course they say, we're not losing any traffic, this, that, and the other thing, even though there's reports, of course, that go back to late last year, early this year. We kind of talked about that a couple months ago, how eBay has already stated they're losing buyer traffic. So that's kind of a contradiction as far as I'm concerned, but I just thought that part was pretty interesting. Now, one side note on that, you're going to be able to access reports on your page views, and you'll be able to access reports up to 2 years on a particular listing. So if you want that traffic data for a particular listing, then you'll be able to do that. I suppose if you have a listing that's longer than that, maybe you have a replenishable type thing, you may want to be able to go further back than that. But eBay's going to limit that to 2 years. And I guess the thought process, they don't want listings that really are going to be that old, I guess. I guess eBay's thought process on that is if you have a listing up for sale, you should sell it sometime within a 2-year period. So just thought I'd mention that part in case you're looking at some reporting. And for those of you who may value having a long-term view on your page views. And really, if you haven't really looked at your traffic, it's just such a wealth of information. It really will help you, give you an understanding about how your store is doing, more so than sales, because sales can be kind of fluky as far as I'm concerned. I had great traffic, like I told you the other day. I only had one sale. Had only average traffic, and I didn't have any sales today. And guess what? Got my pallet in. I'm happy because of that. Went through it all, and we started listing this afternoon. And wouldn't you know it, about an hour or two after we started listing, cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. 7 sales in about a 2.5, 3-hour period, and no sales before that. Just confirms to me that regardless of what the traffic shows, that eBay really promotes your listings when you start giving it activity. So, hey, it's still all a mystery. I mean, some of you guys claim to have it figured out. I still don't, and I don't think anyone has, to be honest with you. There's so many little intricate features of this algorithm that we're dealing with, that we're trying to work through, that, there's a reason why eBay won't answer simple questions like, how does a negative feedback affect someone's selling account within a 48-hour period after the feedback's been left? There's reasons why they won't discuss that or any other related issue that relates to the algorithm. So it's all a mystery. So guys, that's the spring seller update in a nutshell. What do you guys think? Comment down below. And as I always ask you guys, do me a favor, hit that like button. Of course, subscribe to the channel, and if you can, hit that notification bell in case you want to be notified the next time I do a live, or of course, drop a video like this. So guys, this spring seller update, of course, wanted to give you an update on what's going on. I know a lot of times, you're busy, maybe you're working your full-time job, you do eBay on the side, or you just don't have time to read and go through all the different parts of these updates. And that's sort of the purpose of this video, so you can watch it and kind of get brought up to speed. But there's going to be more updates to follow. There's going to be a summer, there's going to be a fall. And all these details that, we have to deal with, all these changes, is just another example of how flipping ain't easy. And I want you guys to have an excellent weekend, and I will talk to you very soon.